Well, good morning, adventurers. Bright and early today, Sunday morning. Basically day 3. Finishing it up today. Just got up. It's about 6:15, so I'm getting an early start. Kind of what I wanted to do yesterday, but unfortunately wasn't able to because of antics. But yeah, I got up, got my shoes tied up, and got my contacts in. That's about all I've done so far. Going to grab a little bit of breakfast, doing oatmeal this morning again. And then I'm just going to get packed up and get out of here. They're calling for rain, possibly starting around noon, so I'm going to try to beat that out. I've got about 4 miles back to the car. So I'm thinking, worst case scenario, 3 hours. So if I'm packed up and ready to get out of here by 7:30, I'm hoping to be to the car no later than 11 at least. That'd be the latest, and that's if I have to stop and filter water. It's actually a little chilly this morning. Comfortable chilly. See if I can get a temperature. It says 56, 57, so that's not too bad. I slept really well. I crawled in the hammock literally. It wasn't even fully dark yet. It was probably 9:45, 9:50. It was kind of funny. They actually out this direction did some fireworks after I laid down, and I just kind of listened to them. I didn't even get back up to see if I could see them, which I'm sure I couldn't because, the trees. But I just kind of listened to that for a few minutes. Texted Jenny. I actually fell asleep before I even told her good night. I was asleep by 10:15, easily. I slept really good until about 4:30, and there was some type of creature. I'm not sure. It was smaller, probably. I'm thinking even a cat. Something along that line, come through and was breaking breaking sticks as it come up through here, pretty much. There's even a path, but it was over in this direction and it led up that way, and that kind of woke me up, and I was awake for a few minutes. I did doze back off until literally about 6 o'clock. So I probably got a good 7 hours sleep last night. And that's something I really needed after yesterday because I didn't sleep hardly at all. And pounding out that extra mileage, going to get in that water, made me a little tired. So throat's a little dry this morning. It's the cool air, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get some breakfast going. And we'll get packed up and get out of here, guys. Well, guys, it's coming up on about 7. I did go ahead and just tear down the whole camp, pretty much. I've got a few things left out to put up. I'm gonna go ahead and eat breakfast real quick. I've got oatmeal again. Like I said, the low sugar oatmeal. Most of my cars will be breakfast today. That's what I tend to do on the trail because I like having that little bit extra heartiness in the morning. Yesterday I had oatmeal, and that was almost all my carbs for the day. lunch was tuna, the hickory smoked tuna, and pepper jack cheese with a few almonds and a couple of peanuts. So not many carbs there. And of course dinner was literally the keto chili, which I had 2 servings of that. It has 6 grams of carbs per serving. So altogether, I believe I was still, below, right around, I think it was 22 is what I calculated for carbs, which is a little high for me normally, but on the trail, 22 carbs still is, it keeps you in keto. So yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do, is go ahead and get this oatmeal fixed up, eat that. I've probably got maybe 5 minutes of packing, and then I'm gonna get up on the trail and get out of here, guys. Kind of ready to get home, try to have a full day with the family before I have to go back to work tomorrow. And it's definitely a beautiful morning. I mean, the sky has cleared off since yesterday. It was clear all night long. There's your nice little sunrise in the background. It actually just come up over that ridge there probably about 5 minutes ago. And you're starting to see some of the sunbeams come through the trees. So it's definitely awesome. But I'm gonna get breakfast. We'll get on the trail, guys. Well, guys, back on the trail, heading out. It's about 20 to 8. It's not too bad. It took me roughly an hour to break down and eat breakfast and everything. I could have done a little quicker, but I did a little videoing and things like that. So, but yeah, on the trail, heading out. Yeah, kind of eager to get these 4 miles done. It's a really pretty morning, really quiet in the woods, just very serene, very Sunday, if you will. Just feels kind of almost religious. It's just so cathartic. I mean, that's one of the words I use quite often being out here on the trail. It's been a good weekend, even with the craziness of Friday night. I'm not gonna let that get me down. I mean, there's plenty of other things that could happen on trail or in real life that could get me down. Something like that. People being dumb. Just not gonna let them get to me. I did get a little frustrated yesterday with that, and having to bypass the site and go get water. That kind of irritated me. Spider webs. But just gotta take the bad with the good. I've said that before. And other than those couple of things, really the whole trip's been very fun, very enjoyable. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. Go get some video as we head out. I'll show you some of that road walking. It probably won't be quite as busy this morning as it was yesterday. That's one reason I didn't video much. Plus I'll also be walking towards the traffic versus with the traffic. So that'll make it a little bit easier to be able to watch the cars as they're coming at me. That way you guys get a good idea of what I had to do yesterday. Like I said, that asphalt road walking, it's not what I'm here for. It kind of stunk. But I'll probably definitely come back to Germantown. I may even stay up here at this site, especially if I can get a couple of the guys to come out with me, because I kind of like that site as it got dark, and I just felt very comfortable there. I never did like Pine Ridge. It just had a bad vibe. I mean, it did one as I was heading in. Something didn't click in my mind with it. So, sometimes, it just happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out some mileage here and get down here to the asphalt, and we'll get some pictures or video of, I believe it's called Kushner Park. It's one of the areas you have to walk through. I believe there is a trail that actually runs alongside the creek. I'm gonna see if I can find that versus trying to walk that asphalt that whole way. So we'll see if I can find it. Ugh, more spider webs. Good morning, Mr. Spider. Pretty in the morning sun there, guys. So I was coming through here. It's grass walking pretty much. My feet are soaked from the dew. And it's seeped through into my socks and everything. So unfortunately, for the first time since I got these new shoes, I'm actually dealing with wet feet on a day it didn't rain. That's unfortunate. So I'm gonna get a good test on my sock liners. We'll see if I have blisters when I get home. Let you guys know about that one. Hopefully not. Really don't want blisters now with less than a week to Red River Gorge. I mean, they'd heal, but it just kind of would stink. Really pretty in the morning sun here, guys. Now right through here is where I spooked that deer yesterday. Kind of get quiet and see if maybe we can get one to pop out for us. In fact, I think it was right here. It went down through there and it come up out of here. And it doesn't appear to be any through here today. Might be a little early for them. I don't know. Maybe they come down to the creek to drink midday, about the time I come through yesterday. There's a hoof print right there. It's pretty awesome. Did see a rabbit a little bit back, but that's about all I've seen this morning so far. Hey, bear. So guys, if you're coming from the Twin Valley going to Cedar Ridge on that divider trail, that connector trail there, this is the only place to filter water that you can really get down to the water very easily. And like I said, it's underneath this bridge. And I actually have about 1.25 liters of water and only have about 3.5 miles left to go. So I think I'm going to pass on filtering. I don't really need it. Plus I really don't want to carry an extra liter of water if I don't have to. And for right now, for the most part, I do have enough water, I believe, to get me back to the car, and then I can always grab a little something at a gas station as I'm heading home, which we tend to do. But nice little area right through here. Now they do say that if the water is high, that you have to, they recommend going ahead and crossing the road. There's a way you can do that. Luckily I didn't have to, because the water's not that high right now. All right, so this is Kushner Park. And like I said, this is all asphalt walking, which is not fun. Just past a sign back there, it says 2.25 miles back to the Twin Creek Metro Park, which means I have roughly 3.25 miles to go, because I believe it's just about a mile once I actually get back into the park to the car. Making pretty good time, guys. Still really beautiful morning. Forgot how much I really enjoy mornings when I don't have to work. Most mornings I have to be in, and it's busy, and you don't get time to just stop and appreciate the fact that, you know, you're alive half the time. That's why I like doing some stuff like this and what I can to get out as much as possible. It's a pretty little park though. Got some soccer fields, tennis courts, basketball. You know, your typical fare for a city park. One thing that is unique, they actually have the discus golf. I think that's kind of cool. Basically, you know how you play a frisbee and you play golf with it. See right over here. They have a whole course set up. I believe it's 9 holes. So that's pretty neat. Haven't seen that in a while. But I believe it looks like the Valley View Spartans from this area, so pretty cool. Guess that's the high school team. Yeah, Twin Creek Disc Golf Course. There it shows it. Pretty cool. Rather be in the woods, but you know, if you gotta walk through a park, I mean, this is a nice one. So yeah, back on the road here, guys. Come up out of the park there, that long walk out there, from there, past that converted barn. Now, we're doing this road walk. Like I said, it's literally beside the road with no sidewalk. That's why they talk about being kind of dangerous. I mean, this is a blind turn coming up here a little ways. And also on top of that, when you're actually heading the direction we were going yesterday to the site, you're walking with traffic. So it's kind of like, you know, I don't like doing that because I'd rather have the traffic facing me so I can see it coming. But it is what it is. There's not really anywhere to walk over there. I mean, right through here there is, but on down there, it's all overgrown, all the way to the road. You know, this is like the only section that you could do that, and you know, you can walk through here no problem. So it is what it is. Pretty little area though, all farmland. But yeah, we're making it. Shouldn't be actually too long to get over here. I'm rocking out some time here. It's literally just now 20 to 9. Or excuse, yeah 20 to 9. So less than an hour and I'm already back over here. Feet are a little sore where they got wet. I can already feel it. I'm hoping, I think I'm getting a blister on my right foot. If I do, I do. Go home, we'll take care of it, heal it up, back on the trail next weekend. It is what it is. Some train tracks over here. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, see if I can knock this road walking out a little bit. Got a couple of other sections through this I might show you real quick, but we should be back over into the pasture land and then back into the park itself, the actual Twin Creek Park, Metro Park, hiking out, guys. Well, guys, got done with the road walking, back in the forest here. If you can tell, the road's just up there, so this is the last little bit of the connector trail before you actually get back into the Twin Creek Metro Park there. And it's forest walking for a few minutes, but you'll see it opens up literally right beside a I would assume someone's, you know, homestead, basically their house, and you walk the pasture that's part of the Metro Creek, but it's to the side. And that's here in just a few moments. I did realize something as I was coming back. There is actually a second place you can filter water, and that's right here under this bridge. You can actually get down to the water here. This may be a little bit more preferable because the water is flowing so much quicker. It should be a little bit cleaner just from friction and such as it, you know, as it moves downstream. But you know, you can actually filter water there. If I'd known, I probably would have actually done it there. But live and learn. So here we are. This is the section I was mentioning. We're going to go through this little gate here. This is actually technically private property, but they allow you to try to traverse this area to get to the back to the park, because it's literally just down this pasture. And if you can tell, it's definitely overgrown. It's not maintained, so of course it's private property. It shouldn't be. You know, they can do what they want with it, and we're here on their permission. So, but I figure I'd show you this little section right through here, so you are keenly aware of what you've got to hike through to get back to or come from Twin Creek Metro Park. Oh, my feet are soaked again. They had just started drying out. That's okay. About ready to head back into the Twin Creek Metro Park. That was actually some hard going, guys. My feet are completely drenched now. That tall grass back there kind of got me. It's just wanting to catch on the, I was wanting to catch on my trekking poles, and my feet are heavy now because they're wet. So it's like, wow. But here we are. We were here yesterday. This is where we made the decision to camp to last night. Went that way. Now we're going out this way, guys. About a 1.2 miles, I believe. Well guys, finished out the hike. 3 days, 2 nights at the Twin Valley Metro Parks. Pine Ridge, Cedar Ridge campsites. You already heard what I thought about those. From over there, this is the way we went in, guys. So, not much else to say about this. I'm gonna make the hour drive home north. Jenny said she's gonna fix me some eggs and sausage. Gonna have a good keto breakfast. I think I still have some leftover homemade pico that she made me that's keto. Put that on there. It's gonna be really good. I'm looking forward to that meal. I'm actually kind of hungry now. That oatmeal lasted just long enough. Did do the hike from Cedar Ridge to here. That's about 4.2 miles. So that's more than 2 miles an hour. So I'm actually increasing my speed now and my longevity. So getting there, guys. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get off here and get home. I'm starving. So for Living the Grand Adventure, I'm Kevin. We'll see you in the next video on the trail, guys. Always live your grand adventure to the fullest. We'll see you next time, guys.